What is OCD? OCD has been called the doubting disease. Uncertainty is the driving force behind it. Individuals' worries and fears, which are the obsessions, target the things that matter most to them. They may constantly obsess about the past or future. The need to know the consequences of their fears leads them to immerse themselves in repetitive safety behaviors or rituals, which are compulsions, like ruminating or seeking reassurance from others. OCD can lead individuals to doubt themselves and to believe that they are the exception to the rule. No matter what their mind comes up with, it's never enough to satisfy the uncertainty they feel. People who struggle with OCD often try to use logic, but they are caught in what feels like a trap. Their incessant doubts can feel unbearable and are often painful. They wish they had the absolute answer and could move on with their life. It's OCD when thoughts are not aligned with the person's values, who the person is or wishes to become. The thoughts they experience are intrusive, disgusting, and unwanted, and tormenting. Because of this conflict, they have a strong urge to get rid of the thoughts in any possible way, only to get frustrated because no matter how hard they try, they still come back. They experience anxiety, guilt, and shame, among other emotions. They often wonder, if I cannot get rid of these thoughts, does that mean I want them? They are distraught by the unpleasant and unwanted intrusive thoughts. It's not OCD when individuals are contemplating behaviors related to their thoughts. They may experience thoughts that are not disturbed by them because they are desirable. The thoughts are aligned with who they are or want to be, such as someone contemplating an inappropriate behavior and wanting to execute on that thought. For example, wanting to have an extramarital affair. The person may feel distress as they consider the consequences of acting on their thoughts or desires, but they are not feeling overwhelmed by those thoughts or emotions, like individuals who are struggling with OCD. OCD is often misunderstood, misdiagnosed, and mistreated. Currently, in Utah, there are very few options for appropriate treatment for OCD, and most are very expensive. I am passionate about being an advocate for OCD awareness and education. As a service to the community, I am offering a free OCD outreach and training workshop for new and experienced clinicians and faith leaders working with underserved populations who struggle with OCD and scrupulosity. My hope is to provide an overview of what OCD is and information regarding evidence-based treatment modalities for OCD. My workshop will provide resources for community and faith leaders to turn to, as well as resources for clinicians to learn appropriate OCD treatment. If you are interested in this free opportunity to learn more about OCD and scrupulosity OCD, please contact us via the information below.